Hello everyone, Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We are back with our playthrough of the epilogue of Tyranny of Dragons. We finished the campaign a couple of sessions ago. We're back. I do want to do a couple quick announcements. One, we are going to be on a rather not quite long, but we are going to be on a hiatus beginning next week and going through until the date that I'm double checking that I wrote down for myself, until July 13th. So we will be off the 15th through July 6th, but we'll be back, and that's where we'll continue the epilogue with session 3. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Also, Hirahari, thank you so much for the sub. So yeah, how's everyone doing?
Can't complain.
Anyone
Not
get?
too bad.
We were talking about some spells, and obviously we're not going to go into, what we're planning for the campaign after this, which is going to be a while because we got a fair amount of content that I want to get through. Because my goal is for us to get a party to level 20, and we'll see how all of that turns out. So, does anyone have any cool things that they want to talk about? Or right? Oh, sorry. Before we started, we were talking about the spell Slow, and I'm actually building a transmutation wizard and was looking around a little bit at some different spells. And in 3.5, haste was ridiculous. Now it's fine, and slow wasn't that good, and now slow is, as we were talking about, ridiculous, and now we're gonna just kick it to Patron with a Y.
Oh my god. Alright, so y'all don't know why. I'm going to keep it a mystery, but I have some spreadsheets going on right now about spells. And in my research, I was going over spells that no one ever takes. And I came upon Slow. And as a person who never plays a full caster, I have never actually read Slow. So, let me just safely say that this might be one of the most crazy spells in the game. It has a huge radius. You get to designate 6 creatures to be affected by it, if I'm not mistaken. They get -2 to AC. If that was all, that would be a pretty good debuff, right? No, they lose their reaction. They don't get access to multi-attack anymore. And, oh yeah, if they try and cast a spell in it, they have to roll a dice. And if they lose the die roll, they literally have to cast that spell on the next turn, so they lose 2 turns worth of things, and you know exactly what they're about to do.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, that spell's busted.
Yeah, it's so good. It, as a debuff, as you said, it hits 6 things. It hits 6 creatures. There are some spells that are just really good at messing with casters, and some spells that are really good at messing with, like, meleeers or, like, marshals. And Slow just does both. At level 3.
Like,
I think you can upcast it, too.
I get it. Hypnotic patterns at that level. There's a lot of really good stuff at that level.
Yeah.
But, like, if you have access to it and you care about AC, this might be one of the best debuffs you could possibly put on somebody.
Well, it is kind of weak, though, because we all know that bad guys almost never have multi-attack. I mean, that's so rare in monsters.
I know, right? Like,
I mean,
it can't be too many monsters.
He's lying,
No.
folks. Yeah.
Well, how many monsters have multi-attack, for God's sakes?
All of them. That's the only way, because action economy is so important in 5th edition for, like, the combat math. So
I warn everybody, it's about to get wild whenever the next campaign happens with action economy.
I'm excited to see it. So, but yeah, it's so good. Yeah, and also, like, from a movement perspective, like, I'm playing a Wildfire Druid in another campaign, and that character has some silly movement. And this, like, being able to take someone's move that's normally 30 feet and cut it in half so it's 15 feet, like, it's so ridiculous. Hidari says, I spent 2 weeks on a build and it's not even for me. So yeah. I think it's such a good spell. And I think it's underutilized. You're right about Hypnotic Pattern, though. Hypnotic Pattern is really good. It is another save or suck spell. But one of the things you can do with it, if you're not aware of what it does, it's a 30-foot cube, I think. And it hits an area. Everything in there has to make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it is incapacitated for a minute, which is huge. They can't attack, they can't take actions, they can't move, they can just do nothing but stand there. But any damage dealt to them, or if one of their friends shakes them awake, it ends that. And it's a concentration spell, so the caster could get hit by an arrow or something. But one of the things we found out in one of our campaigns is you can Hypnotic Pattern a group of enemies. And then if you're an evocation wizard, you can drop a template, and the ones that are affected by the Hypnotic Pattern, you just choose those to not be affected by the fireball or whatever that you drop on them. And it turns out it's pretty effective, because then you just boom and hit everything.
I mean, Hypnotic Pattern's range is 120 feet, which is absurd. And then, yeah, you're right, it's a 30-foot cube, which is also absurd. And yes, a full minute in combat, that is absurd. That's 10 rounds.
Yeah, to give everyone an idea, even if you take the fireball out of the equation, one of the things I've seen a group do is it's a full minute, so that's 10 rounds. That's so much time. It's just stun a group. One of them one of them makes a save. You just take that guy out of the equation, and then you just go through round by round, and you just take one out at basically each round, or as quickly as you can. You just single target something. It's so good. You can just win an encounter based on a good Hypnotic Pattern. I was actually running. There is some Dungeon Masters Guild content that I was running in conjunction with Descent into Avernus. And in that, there is a demon, and I was real excited, that has Hypnotic Pattern, and I got to cast it on my party, and they were unhappy.
That spell is too good.
Yeah. When the turns tabled, they were like, this isn't fair or fun, and I was just like, yeah, you're right. Enjoy standing there for your turn. So, yep. So there. Anything else for what has been happening, or any games anyone's been playing or anything?
Well, playing is a stretch, but I got Diablo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Q times.
Rough.
But I will say the opening cinematics and the way they've done the very opening, I'm only to level 10, not very far in the game, but it's beautiful. They did a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that I'm kind of sad and also kind of glad that they didn't make a World of Diablo instead of World of Warcraft, because I think that the world building of Sanctuary is brilliant. It is very dark. It's a very dark world. There are not a lot of happy places there, but I think that the story is neat, and I think the story's neat. I think it is. It's got a lot of deep and rich, interesting things happening in the background. The graphics are great. The story, I love the stories. Diablo 3 has a really good story. I wish that there was some actual Elder Game content, because otherwise it feels to me, and this is just, and I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but once I've played through the story and I've seen all the cinematics and I understand what happens and I beat the last boss, the game is now over. The game has concluded. I have won. Good has triumphed over evil, and we've put the evil back into the soul gem. Maybe smash it with a hammer. Who's to say? and that's it. You know, I just wish that there was some additional, like, here's an endgame dungeon with some additional real story. But that's just me. There's some people who, like, I have a group of friends back home. Man, they are all about that grind life and just grinding gear and, like, seeing how far they can go and redoing the same content over and over and over, and that's taxing.
Hi, my name is Brad. I have a problem.
Are you the grinder?
Yes.
I can't even begin to count how many daggers and shields I've made in Skyrim.
The
Billions sitting there just baking in Whitehall, just baking, or Whiterun, just baking daggers forever.
Yeah. Talking about Diablo 2 in chat right now. People playing Diablo 2, Diablo 3. I remember, I'm going to date myself here. So I played original Diablo when it came out, and it was fun. And I remember, like, the first time that, like, we got trailers for Diablo 2. And I remember one of my friends trying to pitch me on getting the game. And he was like, in this one, you can run. And I was just like, that was like such a like mind-blowingly like big change to like, what? You can run? There's a stamina bar? Like like it was so funny that was such a big change. Same thing with like Guild Wars 2. I remember one of the big selling points of Guild Wars 2 was that there was a Z-axis and you could jump. But yeah. I also remember I remember Diablo 2 eventually, like, gosh, the hackers just got in and started doing crazy stuff. One of the coolest things I ever saw was there was a person in the town who was like sat there, didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden they were like they picked up some gold, dropped the gold, picked up the gold, dropped the gold, picked up the gold, and then they dropped the gold one more time, and it sent out this shockwave. And every single pixel that could hold gold had gold on it. Just one, mind you, one gold, but it was just like there was just gold everywhere. So much so that it slowed everything down, and like you couldn't help but go somewhere and pick up the gold. But it was kind of cool to see that kind of stuff. So it sounds like a lot of people played Diablo 2, or what is everyone's favorite class? I guess that's a question for Brad.
Oh man. So for the vast majority of Diablo 2, I played Sorcerer and Necromancer, and then there's this little thing called a Hammerdin, and people discovered it was a little busted. And so then I only played that for the remainder of Diablo for like 2 years. Don't judge me.
Just played the Hammerdin?
Yeah, man, you could teleport and just smash everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then you just, like, do this kind of thing and then create all the hammers. Yep. Zealodins were a thing, too. I remember those. Those were cool. Where you just, like, use Zeal where you get, like, multiple attacks. Boazon, D3 and D4 are Necromancers. Yeah, I remember when they brought the Necromancer class back and they're like, hey, look at the sweet DLC. It's real good.
Bone Spear Necromancer D2 for the win.
I did. So, I played. We tried to get all the way through as far as we could in the game, all the way through like Hell 4 or whatever in Diablo 2, and I played a Bone Spirit, Bone Cage, Bone Wall Necromancer, and my friend played a Sorceress, and we went, all right, walls, spirits, and then we would just keep doing that until like we didn't hear any noises on the other side of the walls. Like we didn't even see the enemies on the screen. The entire screen was just full of bone walls.
That was the best part about playing that build is literally
yeah.
You just walled off the entire map.
Yep.
Nobody could move. Half your party hated you unless they could teleport.
Well, then that's the thing. The sorceress could just teleport around as you needed to.
Yep. You basically needed a Hammerdin to go with you and a sorceress.
We hit one person. It was a zombie, because, like, you know, it has an algorithm, and it's just like, all right, these are the damage types that are being used. Let's generate an enemy that's challenging. And it was like magic immune. I'm out of the equation. And then the next thing, it was like fire immune, cold immune. And so no hydras, no spear of ice. The only thing that we had that did any damage was my friend had the little zappy thing that does a third of your health. And that's it. That was our only other attack. And so I looked at my friend Chris. He looked at me, and I was like, I got a plan. And so I just went, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's leave. And we're just like, we can't kill it. We would have been there forever. But yeah, as soon as I saw that guy, I was like, this is a problem. I also ran into Diablo 2. There was a guy who got his name mixed up, and he was they're supposed to be undead and then, like, extra fast, and instead it swapped, and it said unfast, extra dead, and I was just like, this is great. So, all right. Well, I think it's just going to be us three, our three merry adventurers before we get to our hiatus. So I guess we will just do something rather brief and fun. We'll begin our investigation, and then probably have an encounter, and then have a combat encounter, and then call it a night. Before we jump back in. What was that?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, cool. All right, before we jump right in, let's go ahead and reintroduce our colorful cast, our small cast of characters. We'll start with Mordok.
Yeah, since I'm by and far the tallest, Dave, I'm playing Mordok, our Azamar Protector Cleric. Well, I gotta be at least as tall as Zed, and
What was that?
I have to be at least tall as the other two put together, right?
Probably. I mean, how tall?
Yeah.
Tall? Zed is what, 2 feet tall?
Oh yeah, easy.
2 feet,
Oh.
3 inches tall.
How tall is Patron?
4 foot 8 inches.
Okay.
Yeah,
Small
so probably
for a
not.
So that's,
Okay.
yeah, that's 6'10".
Yeah, I'm probably not that tall.
It's like, what, Shaq? Shaq's probably taller than that. I don't know how tall Shaq is.
Shaq's
I don't know, you're celestial. Why ain't you standing that tall? Come on now.
Shaq's like 7'4".
Is he 7'4"?
Yeah.
7'1". That's what it says, 7'1".
Yeah, he's gotten older. He's probably shrunk a little bit.
Yeah, probably true.
Oh, what is it? Is it Yao Ming? How tall is Yao Ming?
The Google.
Also like 7'2", 7'3". Another 7-footer.
Yep.
Yeah, he's 7'6".
Yeah, that's so tall. I'm fairly tall, but like, anytime there's someone who is like a lot taller than me, I feel uncomfortable. Because I'm 6'4", which is, you know, slightly above average height. And yeah, and we had a customer that used to come into a shop that I used to work at, and he would have to do this underneath like the doorway, and I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable. There's now a giant in my store. Anyways, all right. So that was just Mordok. we've devolved into insanity. Patron.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Brad, also known as Hitohari in chat, and I am playing Patron Purpleheart.
All right, and Zed.
Hey everyone, it's Mage here in chat on Twitter, and I play Zed, our tiny hero, a kobold monk who wants to grow up to be a dragon one day. And we should address Zed by his proper name, Zed, the Slayer of Tiamat.
Slayer of Tiamat. Zed the Godslayer. God Banisher.
God Banisher. Banisher of Tiamat.
There you go.
Soon to be
Yeah.
killer.
There's a discussion about height going on in chat, and the only thing I'm going to say is airplane seats are rough.
Airplane seats are very rough.
Yep. Not a fan. Anyways, here we are. Cool. We talked about slow, then we slowed down, we got distracted, all kinds of good stuff. So let's talk about who wants to give us the what happened last time? Anyone?
Balin has a plan for us. That's about all I remember.
Yep. So to remind everyone, there is a plan. She is going to try to give you a plan to get Valdis back from the clutches of Tiamat. In order to do so, you'll have to open up the portal and pull Valdis out before closing it back on Tiamat in Avernus. So you will eventually need to travel to Hell. The way that this will happen is you have all 5 dragon masks, the real genuine articles. You have all 5. Each of these dragon masks must be taken to the lair of an ancient black dragon of the corresponding color, and be immersed in the blood of that particular dragon. That will then allow the magics to be infused into it and be able to be used in a ritual to open up this portal, open up the jail itself, the prison of Tiamat, to release Valdis. So first, the only thing that she has right now for you is a lead that you will be traveling to the village of Bryn Shander, which is 10 towns. Or if you've played through Rime of the Frost Maiden, possibly a lot less than 10 towns. When I did my playthrough, I think it ended up being 4 towns by the end of that campaign.
We're visiting 4 towns.
Bryn Shander survived.
That it did.
I've heard other GMs who have run through that campaign, because there's a thing that happens, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, because that's not this campaign. But there's a thing that happens that threatens all of the towns. And there are a lot of game masters that, have had the complaint that, 10 towns just turns into Bryn Shander, and that's it. So... yeah. But yeah, so we are going to begin there. So with the, I guess, real quick, we will do... So, does anyone have any business before you all trek to the Frozen North?
I don't think so.
I could use a potion of cold protection.
You want a potion of protection from cold?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Could use some lodging and get myself a rest.
Everyone has a long rest.
Beautiful.
Yep, everyone has a long rest. Boom. Potion of cold resistance. It's an uncommon.
Oh wait, I already have one. Never mind.
Love it. So it's probably about 300 gold pieces for one of those, if anyone wants to buy one. 300 gold pieces for that. Business. Hello there. All right, so that's where we're at. If anyone wants to buy those, I think for this, does anyone have any objections if we just kind of like skip the overland travel and end up at the gates of Bryn Shander?
Love it.
Well, that's fine with me, unless we really want to do on the road again for 6 weeks.
On the road again.
Yep.
I can't wait to get back on the road
Well,
again.
I mean, I know it's the frozen north, but trees.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So you just want to like go ahead and narrate you tree spiriting your way up there.
Literally, we'll walk right out of the merchant shop. Sure, we'll wave a thanks. There's the tree in the center of the little walkway. We're gonna look at it and I'll be like, later, and put my hand on the tree, and we're all just gonna pop through.
All right.
Just a normal day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a normal, average, everyday druid nonsense. I think, yeah, this is where everyone was. I'm just gonna pick up everyone's tokens real quick. Boop. So you find yourself outside the gates to Bryn Shander. We don't need this guy. He gets deleted. And
By the way, off topic, but future campaign idea: group of druids. The only travel in the world is through druid tree portals, and someone's going around murdering all the trees to stop it.
oh dang, that's so aggressive. So aggressive. All right. So there we are, and let's go ahead and put us on this Ding Dong Tiamat's dead. Excellent. So here is the outside. These are the gates to Bryn Shander, and there is a guard here who says, "State your business."
Come inside. It's cold out here.
All right.
I would like to point out it's not cold out here for you.
They don't need to know that.
All right. Let us in. We're cold out here, and he'll be like, "What is your business in Bryn Shander? Not here to start any trouble, are you?"
Oh no, never.
You don't look like a dragon, so no.
All right, open the gate. The gate opens.
Can't believe it worked.
Just making sure, asking who y'all are, and just trying to see what mischief you're gonna get into, if any.
Well, now I have to get into some mischief.
All right, and
To the bar.
to
I mean, how many trees are in this town? Can I awaken them all?
Give me just a moment. I had to reset my roll 20. Yeah, I mean, of course, you'll have to do that. We'll say that we're gonna say that the other half of the party. Here we go. Boom. The other half of the party is also here. They're finding some suitable lodging as well, chasing down some leads and so on and so forth. So, you said you're going to go to the local bar, the local place. Okay. So as you make your way to the local bar, You can... There's a nice little fire, some people kind of sitting around. It is a very... There's a nice fire. There's a lot of people huddled around it. They have their ales and those kinds of things. It is still a little cold here. Even in this, it's not quite drafty. I mean, the door kind of keeps opening and closing. The ground outside is covered with snow. The window frames are all kind of like wreathed in snow. It's a little uncomfortable here, but inside at least like you're out of the wind. You're out of the wind, and that's what's important. So who do you want to talk to or ask about?
Well, we need to collect information on where the white dragon might be, correct?
Yeah.
Were we given any leads?
Just that
Or
there's
just
one up in
told?
that area, and there might be there have been sightings of a great ancient white dragon in the area around 10 towns. That's what you've been given.
Well, there's been sightings. I know one place where people will be talking about them.
Hmm.
The bar.
Yep. You're gonna wander up to the bar.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Yep. They're all talking about like, yeah. Oh, hopefully spring's good this year. We could really use, a really good harvest of trout this year. Yeah, it just seems like the fish aren't biting as often as they usually do. It seems like what's really biting is this winter. It's colder every year. You can cut in if you want.
As I hear that, I'll be like, it's extremely cold. How about something to warm you up? And I'll look at the bartender and be like, round of drinks for everyone. We're heroes. We're rich at this point, right?
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah! Oh, quite generous. Thank you. The barkeep will take the coin. Yes, quite generous. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Oh, just passing through. Looking for rumors of dragons.
Oh. There have been some strange rumors and some disappearances lately. Outside explorers, some traders between the towns. Some say it's orcs on the move, others say it's giants, but, there was a lad not too long ago, a bit of the explorer type. He's a trapper, said he saw a dragon on the wing.
Now, out of game knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the dragon that has the undead dude tagged to its saddle, right?
Yeah, it is.
I remember this many.
Yeah,
Yep. So they said that there's a boy that has possibly seen stuff of it.
Yes, yep.
Is it a local lad?
Yeah. Well, very adventurous. His name is... Oh, that's a fun name. How can we not do that? His name is Welch.
Welch?
Yeah. Welch. Like the grape juice.
Okay. I'll buy them these gentlemen another round and be like, where do you think I could find Welch?
I would say that you can go ahead and mark off 20 gold on your character sheet at this point for buying everyone's stuff. Well, I mentioned those disappearances. He hasn't been seen in quite a few days now, but he does travel between the towns, so it's possible that he's at another town. But normally he'd have made the cycle back by now, I'd assume. he traps furs and that kind of stuff, particularly in the winter, to get by. And, well, to be frank, haven't seen him in quite some time. I'd have thought that he would be back here to sell something, but... Now you mention it, I'm a little worried about the lad. So... It's funny how a round of drinks just makes all those interactions easier. Yeah. Hey.
So they haven't seen him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure he would have made his way back at this point. Do you lads know where he lives?
He's got a little shack not far from here. By the way, Mordok said, if you have questions, feel free to jump in.
No, I don't do the talking.
Nope. Patrick's doing fine.
All right, cool.
I just do the coloring.
Me and my let me check. Oh, I have 12 charisma. I mean, it could be worse.
That is a net positive.
I'm more charming than the average 8.
What do you owe people in? Is it your intelligence?
No.
What is it?
You want to guess?
Dex?
I said it early on in the start. It's definitely not Dex. I said it very early on.
Is it strength?
Oh, it's strength. I owe some people some strength. I'm a scrawny druid.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. All right. And he says, yeah, he's got a cabin just up the way. Writes down like an address. Like, actually, it wouldn't be an address because they wouldn't have addresses in this weird town. There's some directions, like go down this pathway till you see this. Turn left, turn right, go here until you go walk down until you see this. Turn right, turn left, and it's the third house on the left.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll pat them all on the back, chug my drink as a dwarf does, and be like, let's go, boys.
All right. The rest of the party, I'm going to say at this point, is going to continue in here, just trying to find out some more local rumors and information. And then when they're done, we'll circle back. And actually, we're gonna split the party for this session, so they'll go do their thing. They'll go their way to try and find him, and then you all link up in the next session. All right. So we're heading to his house.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. All right. So you are heading over. So you head over to his house. It's a little shack. Looks pretty abandoned. And it looks like there's some traps and some furs and things like that, but like kind of not furs, but there's like traps and things outside. And it doesn't look like he left in a hurry or anything like that. So what do you want to do?
Well,
probably knock on the door.
Okay.
Yeah, knock.
You knock on the door. Nothing. There's no response.
Open the door?
It is locked.
Of course. This is not my set of expertise.
No, hardly mine.
Both look at the kobold.
Knock, knock, knock. Anyone home?
No response.
Next character,
I tried.
I'm definitely choosing knock.
Knock is real good.
What kind of door? What kind of door is it?
Let's say it's a wooden door.
Cool. Can I just like with my woodcarver's tools just like carve out the handle?
Yeah, we'll say. You want to sleight of hand it, or are you just gonna brazenly do it?
I'm just gonna brazenly do it.
Heck yeah. Okay. You brazenly do it. I don't even think, I will call for I think I will call for a quick. I think I will call for a quick, just a dex check. We'll just see how that goes. An 11. All right. So you're sitting there carving away, and you're able to carve around the handle and crack open the door. Inside just appears to be a cabin. It's pretty Spartan. It has all the things that you would expect to see in kind of a like a hunter's cabin. Has plenty of it has plenty of like there are like fishing rods and spears. There's a sword, crossbow, but it seems like there's like these are extra or things that are being worked on, and like the actual gear that he would have taken to go outside is missing. Bed's made. There's no food left out or anything like that. Like I said, it seems like he didn't leave in a hurry, like he was preparing to leave.
Interesting. Doesn't look like you here.
It's true. Anything else you want to look for in particular?
I don't know. Anything that leads me to believe of regular paths he takes, like places he would go.
You looking for like a map?
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. You can, huh?
I was gonna say, or some notes.
Yeah,
like on the desk or
favorite
something.
fishing
Maybe
spot.
maybe someone requested of him.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So let's say that, let me see here. Looking at 10 Towns itself. Bryn Shander's kind of in the middle. I am going to say that he needed to make a delivery. He was expected to make a delivery to Lonelywood, which is to the north, and that was his order, and that was about 12 days ago. So he should have been back by now.
Okay. So we know where he was supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a name associated with this order?
Heck yeah, human name generator. It is
Furlong Mothbat.
no. I like it though.
I have an idea.
What you got? Go ahead. What's Patron's idea?
One sec.
I guess we're...
I find it on my spell sheet.
No worries. Scrying, huh? What's the range on scrying? I feel like it's close. No, it's not necessarily.
I mean, it says range area self. So it's
Yeah. Are you gonna try and scry on him?
Yes.
Okay. He has to make a save.
It's a save. I have to roll it based on how well I know the target. Are there likenesses, pictures, anything in this apartment to lead me to believe I know what he looks like?
Mm-mm.
But he has garments and other things here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that what happens now? I know scrying has like a super long deal, like a super long description.
Yes, it does.
I'll pull it up. Scrying, 5e.
And let's see. On a failed save. A successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use the spell again for 24 hours. Or it says on a successful save, the target isn't affected. That's
So I have to make the save.
so you have to make the save.
Wisdom?
And it is a -4 for me having a possession or garment.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Correct. Wisdom save. Against my spell save DC is 17. I've never once cast this spell, so sorry.
No worries. Okay, so you see and hear a particular creature you can see within the same plane of existence. Check. Must make a wisdom saving throw. Check. Modified by how well the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. Not very much. If the target knows you're casting a spell, it can voluntarily fail if it wants to be observed. On a successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use the spell again for 24 hours. On a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves through the target within 10 feet for the duration. A creature that can see visible objects. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you've seen before as the target of the spell. When you do, the sensor appears in location doesn't move. Okay, so he failed, and so it just appears wherever he is, just boop.
Yep, and I just get to see everything around him and hear everything.
Yeah, so you can see that he is kind of like he is beaten up, kind of bloody, and tied to a tree.
Do I recognize the bark? What side's the moss on this tree? Come on.
Besides the moss on this tree?
Hey, it's important. Gotta know your trees.
Doesn't moss always grow on the north side of the tree?
That's what they say. It grows on the shady side of the tree.
Yeah. On which side of the tree?
Oh, hold on. You said
says-
there's a tree.
Yeah. North facing. Yeah, that's what it says.
Hold on. You said there's a tree, right?
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Yep.
Can you just teleport to it?
I know it now. I can see it.
Let's go.
That's all right. Cool. All right, hang on a second, because wow, I was not. Did you say it's a tree? Druids, man.
Another planned distance.
What was
That I
that?
have seen or touched. I can see it through scrying.
Yep.
That's what we like to call in the business a combo.
In the what?
In the business, we call it a combo.
Yeah.
I mean, it cost me.
Two
I'm
high-level
out of
spell
spell
slots.
slots of that spell, but it doesn't matter, does it?
Huh?
I said I'm out of 6-level spell slots, but does it really matter because we're there?
Who's the real winner here?
The encounter that we're about to face.
Well, Welch is going to be the real winner as we rescue him.
Correct. I mean, this man's beaten up and bloody. We're gonna come in. We're gonna heal him. We're gonna feed him. He's never tasted a good berry before. It's gonna be great.
All right. I'm building this encounter because reasons.
It's still my favorite though. Is it the tree that?
See, this is the kind of silly stuff that I'm gonna have to prepare for.
See, you could have said he was tied to a chair, and we would have.
You
been
could have
good.
said he was tied to anything, but you said he
But
was.
you said tree.
I sure did, didn't I? Gosh, I sure did.
Words matter. Now, what side's the moss on? Because that's the side we're coming through.
All right, so it's here, and you all appear here. And I'm really excited for this transition roll initiative.
It's gonna kill us.
I mean, they shouldn't know we're coming. This is literally surprise if
Oh.
I've ever heard of surprise.
Oh yeah, it's a surprise.
Initiative time. Is this the good fella?
Yes.
Okay.
That spell is so good. I know that tree now.
Yep, combine it with scrying. Where's the dude? He's right there next to a tree. Got it.
Yep. All right, cool. I'm just gonna roll.
Can I just say I'm glad we came for an investigation thing because I never would have prepared scrying otherwise.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna put real quick because there is actually a light here. I'm gonna put a light right here. There we go. That's all lit. Yep. Lit. Alright, and we've got the turn order. I'm gonna roll for just exactly... Whoops, this guy?
Don't forget Valdis.
Too soon. Is that just gonna be what we're gonna do now? Don't forget Valdis.
Yeah.
Wow, rip Valdis.
Rest in pieces.
Yep, rest in pieces. Alright. There's the initiative. You all get one round of surprise. What do you want to do?
Well, I think Zay gets the first round of surprise.
Well, I'd like to come over here.
Yep.
And I'd like to breathe a cone of something. I'm gonna say some fire in this general direction.
Okay.
Whatever is gonna give us the most bang for our buck on that one.
Okay. I'll say you'll probably get those. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll.
Well, you have to roll. It's a
Oh, I have to roll
DC.
initiative? Or initiative. Blah. A save?
Yep. Deck save 18.
We hate them. We hate deck
here's the
saves.
Here's the damage.
10 damage. Alright, we'll just keep rolling. Or I guess we'll just roll 6 times. They don't have advantage. I'm just going to roll 3 times and just take whatever numbers are rolled. Sound good?
Cool.
Cool.
Um,
And quite by accident, do that one. Alright, so...
everyone fails except for one.
Okay, so this one that's right in front of you kind of steps to the side, and he survives, and then these folks bite it. Along with this one. Okay. These folks are surprised.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry, go
I
ahead.
get another one of those.
Gross.
And I'm gonna adjust myself just a little bit. Maybe.
No, we are 14th level. We can do a lot of stuff.
Oh, I know you can. So many things.
I would only do that. We'll do a line for this one.
Gotcha. Alright.
It's a 30-foot line, so it'll be that one and this one.
Okay. I went ahead and deleted him.
Cool.
Because
Pleasure's new business.
there's, like, no way. Dex.
It failed. Take 12.
Still alive.
Cool. That one died. I will go run up and punch it.
Okay.
And, you know what? For funsies, I'll flurry a blow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hits.
15.
You kill him with the first hit.
Perfect. The extra one is just to send a message to the rest of them.
Yeah, so you knock him down to his knees, and then you punch his head off at his friends.
And it turns out these were friendly orcs all along.
55, I think, is my speed. So I'll put myself back by this little tent and call it a day. Drop's gone.
Alright, on to Patron.
Oh,
The orcs
me.
didn't want to go.
They're surprised.
That's right.
So surprised. What are you doing? What are we getting?
Parliament.
Please hold. Go get 8 owls. Pardon me, BRB.
A while since we've seen Parliament.
It has been a while. I thought it would be fun.
It's so strong. So actually, I had someone who talked about summons because like for the druid, like you can summon a bunch of silly stuff. And they were like, hey, one of the things you could do is you can section them off, and you can be like, all right, these two, follow whatever Mordok wants. These two follow whatever Zed wants, and I'll take these two, and then like you can give them to other players, so that way they get like extra attacks, and that way you're not taking all of it on your turn to like do this one massive attack. But anyway, I kind of thought that was neat.
It was kind of a neat way to do it.
Yeah. I'm going to test it out, because one of my characters has conjure animals, conjure... Yeah, conjure animals. It's so good. It's such a good spell. Because you get so many... Again, action economy. With this, like, suddenly Patron now has, 9 actions? And they hit, like, great swords. Where are we sending them?
So the 3 over... So half to the 3 over there, and then half to the 3 at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, hang on a second. I tried to pick up Zed.
They're gonna fly by attack those people.
Okay. And then we're going to go down here, and then probably 4 of them are going to end up back in this area kind of thing.
Sounds about right.
Okay. And then what about these 4? Are they going to all end back up at the same spot?
What's their fly speed?
I feel like it's 80. It is 60 feet. So they can, yeah. So these folks can get 30. They can get back. But they'll be like a little bit closer. So I think they'll end up being like here-ish kind of thing. Yeah. And then these folks were up top, so they'll probably end up back in kind of like this area. Probably like here. I'm just putting them back where they'll be kind of after the fact. Alright, cool. Noted. Everything's good. Love it. So you want to do like 2 attacks on this guy and then one attack on each of the other ones?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay, cool. We're just gonna attack. Alright, so 2 attacks. The 19 will hit for 9. The 12 will not. Okay. And then we'll do it again for his friends. The 14, neither of those hit. Alright, cool. Coming down here. I'm assuming that they're just going to attack one target until it dies.
Yep.
Miss. That 16 will hit, and that 16 will also hit. So for just enough, this one dies. Delete. Patron, you're done?
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, Mordock.
Oh, how pompous do I want to be here? Because what I'm contemplating is...
Just tell him he's dead.
Well, what I'm contemplating is pulling out my camp stool, sitting down in front of Welch, pulling out a pipe, putting some tobacco in it, tamping it down, lighting it, and asking him if he's Welch. It is my action, but I probably shouldn't do that.
Do it. Do it. It's so good.
I like it.
Do you think you guys can handle this?
We just popped through a tree.
Yeah.
Zed murdered like 90% of them, and a group of owls just started swarming the rest of them. I'm pretty sure you're safe to sit down and talk to this dude.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm that concerned. Overconfident.
Yes, to quote Christopher Lee, yes, double the pride, double the fall.
Oh, I do have a bonus. I would assume all that takes my action and my bonus action.
What do you... Yeah, absolutely. So you walk over, you pull a stool out of the bag of holding that somehow got in there, set it down, pull out your pipe, tamp it down, light it, and then what do you say?
Are you Welch?
As owls just swirl around you.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and just nods slowly. All right.
Dude, we've been looking for you.
Zed, it's to you.
Is there a way I can capture all 4 of these? Like a place I can stand and put all 4 of these in my little cone of shenanigans?
These folks?
Yes.
I think you can probably get 3 of them.
3 in a line or 3 in a cone?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably fair.
Alright. For my first trick, we'll go here. We'll do... Oh, there's more? Hell yeah. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna go in a line. So I'm gonna get these. No! Never mind. We'll just we'll go back to the original plan. Cone them.
Okay.
On you, and you. Here's your damage. 18. Dex save. Please and thank you. Fail. Take 13.
Will do. Orcs are pretty beefy. They all
Do it
live.
again.
Huh?
I'll do it again.
Versus the same folks?
Hmm?
Okay. Cool. Pros are doing business with you.
Not quite.
Huh?
Not quite. I'm gonna walk up to this one,
And punch it?
spend a key point, and punch it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Strike. There you are. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does in fact hit.
14 damage.
He's still alive.
Cool. I'll be kind, I won't stun them.
Are you just gonna stand there?
Yeah, I don't have mobile.
Alright, cool. Here they come. Ah! Ah! Ah!
That one's not too bright. I figured it would have, like...
Their
Oh,
intelligence is 7. They're just aggressive.
Yeah.
Alright, We're gonna do the 2 attacks that are non-advantage first. The 20 hit?
Does not.
Gross. This guy dies. Because he cuts his friend's head off by mistake as you redirect the weapon. These two are at advantage.
Cool.
The 24 hit.
I will use my reaction to do the Gift of the Metallic Dragon. No, it will not hit.
What is your armor class right now?
The 26.
Jesus. The only way that I can hit is if I roll a crit. Yeah, this didn't even... Wow. Alright, cool. War Chief time. The War Chief is going to step up. And... Do we do the thing? Yeah, we'll use this battle cry. All of his friends near him get advantage. And that's it. Patron. Surprise rounds are a thing.
Yes, so I will...
Zed's a thing.
Yeah.
That is definitely a thing. I will tell at least one of them they're dead, and then command my owls to murder all of them.
Okay. Who are we telling is dead?
The one I hit already that didn't die first.
You're talking about this one? Or these guys down here?
I don't remember which one I hit. I think.
Oh,
it was
he
on
dead. He's so dead.
I'm telling him he's dead. He's definitely dead.
All right. You ping and you tell me who you want to hit, and I'll roll a save. That guy? All right. Yeah, he can make a wisdom save.
He makes this wisdom save. He's smart, wise man, and should run away.
Failure.
Nope, he's dead.
He's not dead.
What?
It's a war chief, man.
Well, then send some owls.
Over to him.
We'll start with him.
Are you gonna send all 8?
Yeah, I told him he's dead. He's gonna be dead. And then those other 2 behind him are gonna be dead.
Wow. I mean, y'all have so many.
Listen, you can't make me a liar, is all I'm saying.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's start at the top. That's so much. 15. 15 does not hit. The 18 does, so I'm just gonna put it in market here. -8. -6. No, that doesn't hit. This 18 does. Ouch. That was a rough one. And then another 9. Yeah. Arpula says, "Ouch." If I made that joke, I'd never hear the end of it.
He's allowed, not you.
Wow, double standards. Feels unfair. Don't like.
Listen, you have GM hacks. This is
Yeah.
the least we can do.
What? So you're done after that, Patron?
Yeah, who got that crit of mine? Is he still alive? after
Yeah,
all
he's
that?
still alive. He's got a lot of hit points. He made you a
That's
liar.
sad. He made me a liar.
You can send all the owls up there. You don't have to. I'll have to take care of
He
these.
made me a liar, so I don't know if I could let him get away with that.
Let's see here. We're gonna make an attack against. You know what? I think we're just gonna make a bunch of attacks against Patron. Yeah, Arpula says the luxury of being in chat and not the GM, and Knight Divinity says, "Owl, you got to worry about are the enemies dying." Man, we're just gonna these puns are a hoot.
Oh.
Hey, spiritual weapon, does that hit you, Patron? 21?
Was that 21?
Yeah.
21 hits.
Cool. Take 9 damage. And also make a con save.
Speaking of which, I think all our hit points need to go down because mine's still set at whatever the buff
Did you
we
take
have.
your long rest?
I did, but that didn't reset them in.
Weird, because that did it for me.
That is weird.
I don't know why yours is linked better than mine because it does not do that for me.
Alright, so, now I'm also going to go ahead and throw a spear at you. Well, actually, we're going to throw a spear at...
I will ask, when throwing stuff at me, since I'm hiding behind the tree, I would imagine that gives me some sort of cover.
I mean, I'm throwing a spiritual weapon at you. So I guess I could cast it over here and then hit you with it.
Well, no, not the spiritual. You said you were about to throw a spear at me.
I think I might...
Oh, the spiritual weapon is a spear.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, misunderstanding.
Alright, and then I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to throw a... yeah, absolutely. We're going to throw a spear at Mordok.
I'm not even a combatant.
They're orcs.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think that word exists in Orcish. It might be like child. Like that would be it. Hiya! And this is with advantage. Yes! You take that 23 damage. Oh wait, it's crit. Ah!
You know it's coming.
Yeah, I know. We'll take.
You just have to fight it.
Yeah, take 13 instead. I guess. Crosses arms. Yep.
13, you say?
Yep. Equal to your wisdom modifier. So is it...
How did I get moved back that way?
I don't know. It's weird. You just moved on your own. Patron's token is now sentient. At least you didn't delete it. Alright, that's it for my Eye of Grumsh. Mordok.
Okay, you're gonna make me cast a spell.
You don't have to. You can be like, ouch, as the spear, like, pierces your back, and you're just like, give me a minute.
Ouch. Anyways.
Anyways.
No, he's
Yeah.
gonna put out his pipe and be like, "Hold on, I have to take care of something."
Yeah, I'm gonna take a phone call.
Oops.
Is that what you say as you cast a spell?
No.
Oops, and then just Guiding Bolt at 7th level spell?
No. Why would I do that?
That's funny, though.
We're just gonna do that instead.
Oof.
Guardians.
Guiding Bolt 7th level. We have 8th level spells now. You're
Yes,
thinking
I could use
small.
an 8th level spell slot. I need a...
Oh, I need bolts.
So I will include all the owls and Patron and Zed and Welch.
There we go. Then what?
And once I do that, I'll say to Welch, "Excuse me for 1 second," and I cast that, and I'll say, "Now, exactly why is it that these orcs have you here, boy? What did you do to make them mad?"
I was just traveling from one location to another, and then they ambushed me and took all of my things, and I don't know what they had planned for me after that. Perhaps dinner? I don't know.
So you're completely innocent here. You didn't do anything to make them mad,
No.
because they're orcs and they're mad anyway.
They keep saying something. Does anyone speak Orcish, by the way?
No, of course not.
Okay, very good. I mean, they're...
Checking. Nope, Orcish not one.
Alright, cool. Guess we're not gonna have a conversation about, you know, their sacred hunting grounds or anything like that. We're just gonna kill them. Good. Alright, anything else for Mordok?
Yep.
Alright. Well, that's scary. Don't like that. Don't like Spirit Guardians being cast. Let's go ahead and throw a spear at you again. That worked out so well. Still have advantage.
Wow, Carrington.
What's up? Hey, Mordok. You gonna use it again?
Hey.
Oh, no, you can! You can use it again
Oh.
if you want.
Yes, I can. Where is it? Oh, come on.
Wait, why does he have to use it again?
He doesn't have to. It's only 12 damage. But he does
But I
have to.
spell
He
it.
does have to make a save.
Did he have advantage when throwing it?
Yeah,
I'm confused.
it's all attacks. The war cry.
I'll use it. Take my 6.
Yep, it's
Okay.
this ability right here. And then go ahead and make a con save for Spirit Guardians.
I already took 6.
I know, but you still got to make it. Still got to make the con save.
That's that. And then a con save.
Oh no, no more Spirit Guardians.
Okay, now they pissed me off.
This will not stand. Just cast Flame Strike at them.
Yeah.
But actually though, all right. They don't know how dead they are yet.
No, they don't.
This was my favorite shirt. I like this shirt. 19 doesn't hit Mordok because I think your AC is 20. It does?
And 19 hits. I was thinking more like that. And 19 hits me.
Okay, cool. 5 force damage, please. And then I'm done. It's Zed's turn.
Cool, I'm going to use a key point and do Step of the Wind, allowing me to disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to mosey my way over here.
Yep. And set them all on fire.
And I'm gonna for the last time, I'm going to set them all on fire. Take. Oh, that's a sad roll.
144. Yeah. Is it? Are they D4s or D? Oh, they're D8s. Okay.
For D8s.
All right. Dex.
First one passes. Second two fail. Take 9 or 4.
All right. So hang on a second.
Let me know which one took 4.
The one right in front of you. This one.
There's 2 right.
The lower one.
All right. I'm gonna step up, and then I'm going to just strike.
That'll hit.
For 6 more fire damage.
Still alive.
It's fine.
Okay. Anything else for Zed?
Nope. That is it for me.
Axes. Hiya.
No. As you're doing business.
War Chief time. Roar. Angry. Birds mad. 2 attacks. Kills this owl. Patron. Alright, good night, Night Divinity.
Night Divinity.
Night Divinity. There we go.
Divinity.
Alright, what's Patron
Should we
doing?
just signed her off with 90 Night?
Oh no.
No?
Yep. That's the play.
Well, let's see. First, I'm gonna have to pull back up my character sheet to play that. We're gonna start to get Patron a second monitor fun.
Yeah, you know. Like you do.
Okay, so I will. Well, that's a low roll, but I'm going to tell this war chief again.
I'm gonna remind him that he's dead.
I'm going to remind him. He might not agree, but I'm going to remind him.
He believes you. Oh, I think I was dead once. Okay. Anything else for Patron?
Yeah, 9 screaming talons are going to come fly by on him.
Only 9? You mean 7?
Or 7, yeah.
Okay. I learned something today, by the way. Do you know that iconic eagle scream? You know, like you have a scene and there's an eagle flying and you hear like that screech.
Yeah.
Not actually an eagle. Eagles don't make that noise.
Yeah, it's like a red-tailed hawk.
It is, yep. Ah, Arpulus knows too. You both said red-tailed hawk at the same time. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until today. I learned it. So, and now I've shared it with you. And now you know. You can tell your friends. You can ruin their days too. They make like eagles actually make like a weird like chittering noise kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, what about here we go. Man, look at that. Look at that crit and. Okay, man. It's just We just added a new command. Great. Just a tree, you say? Oh man, it's so good. Like that spell is so powerful. Anyways, miss, hit for 12, hit for 11, and then I guess you'll hit one of these guys for 6. And that's it. They tear the worship. What was that?
Because I was gonna say, is that because I kill him?
Yeah, you tear the worship chief to shreds. So there. Anything else for Patron?
I think I've done my part.
All right. The eyes of Brumsh.
Well, I've done my job.
I think we're gonna stand right here. This is gonna attack Patron. Does a 22 hit Patron?
You know, it could.
But you're gonna increase your armor class dramatically.
Yes.
What is your armor class right now?
24.
24. Is that all? Just a casual 24 amongst French?
24.
Yeah, you know. Well, what if I just threw the spear at one of your owls
Well, that's stupid.
and hit it for 10?
Well, that would just make it angry. You know, it is a bird of prey.
It's true. Mordock. Are you still feeling flame strike-ish?
No, I'm not gonna flame strike them.
Almost, though, am I right?
That seems just a little overkill.
Gets hit. I liked this shirt. Calls down the wrath of the heavens.
I'll look at him and be like, they killed a member of parliament.
Holy moly. 14 does not hit.
Really?
Yeah, sorry.
All I rolled was
Huh?
crazy. Wow.
It was a really high roll, too.
That was just a really bad roll. I rolled a 3. Well, that stinks.
Anything else for Mordock? You were distracted. They put a hole in your favorite shirt. I get it.
Really?
Yeah. Anything
No,
else?
I can be done. No, I'm done.
Alright. This one is going to try and put another hole in your shirt. And miss. Rolled twice, apparently. And then also try to throw a spear at you. Cool. Zed, your turn.
We're gonna start with this one and then work our way clockwise, assuming that he will die. Anyways, punch number 1
Yes.
for 8 fire.
Dead.
Neat. Then we're gonna go on to this one.
Hit.
10 fire.
Dead.
Look at this one.
Yep.
Key point. Flurry blows.
Okay.
21 damage.
Stop. He's already dead. So Zed just, like, knocks this guy's knees out from under him, and then just, like, climbs on top of him and just, like, grabs him by the collar, and it's just like, bam, 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 and just bloodies the snow. As this poor orc is just obliterated.
And now I'm going to go up. Gotta measure first. Perfect. They're not very smart. And I say, come on, to the ones up on the hill.
Alright. Patron. Parliament? Or what you got?
Which one threw the spear at my owl?
This one? Just gonna send everything at him? Just Gary Oldman him? Send everyone. Everyone? Everyone! It's a good one. You firebolt? I didn't know that.
I do now.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
And then all the owls at him.
Just all of them?
Just all of them. And if he dies from the attack, it has to be the one that got hit by the spear.
There we go. All but one of those hit for 11. Wow. 18, 20. Yeah, he is dead. Wow. All right. Anything else for Patron?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Oops, sorry. Mordok, go ahead.
So is that guy been hit already?
He's not.
Not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Then we're gonna have to give him one of these.
He hates it. He takes it.
Wow, a whopping 9.
The guiding bolt gods are fickle. They giveth and they taketh away.
Yes.
All right, he takes a guiding bolt in the face.
Wow, 2 1s. And whoever attacks him next has advantage.
He looks at you and howls. Ah! There he goes. There's no way. He's not doing it. He runs away.
Send the birds after him.
Wow, no mercy, Zed.
No mercy, mage.
Oh. All right, it's Zed's choice. What do you want to do? No.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down next to Mr. Welch.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Whiskey.
I'm not Whiskey. I'm Zed. God damn it. Works both ways, apparently.
There you go. That's fun.
Yes, I'm Zed.
All right, and he's just like,
Just wait until I get enough cobalt to get the next.
just another kobold. Love it. All right, Patron, are you sending those birds after him?
I think you know it.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right, should I just start rolling?
Might as well. Can't outrun him.
It's true. 60 feet. Well, maybe he can. I mean, he moved 60 feet away from where he was. Yeah, they can't make it to him.
Okay, I will tell the owls to follow him until they can attack and tear him to shreds.
They return. All right. Hang on a second, real quick. They return with bloodied beaks and talons.
Pleasure doing business.
Yep. So what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna pull the spear out of the one that got hurt, cast a healing spell on him, and send him back to the Fae.
Okay. And all of Parliament. Always a pleasure when we get to when Parliament's in session. All of these will go away.
Actually, I won't send them back to the Fae just yet. That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Well-
We need to ride back into town.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your heal spell.
I want to fly like an owl.
Silently? Okay.
Silently fly like an owl. Quick Parliament, carry me.
All right, still a little wounded, but fine. Okay. Welch will say, "Thank you for rescuing me. I thought I was his eye is swollen shut from having been mistreated by the orcs."
You assume you've been rescued. That could be a mistake.
He looks very worried at this moment.
Looks at the bloody talons, looks around, looks at the bloody talons.
Please don't hurt me. I'm just a simple trapper. I was delivering an order of furs up further to the north. I stopped by to resupply. Huh?
You can get some healing in the middle of this conversation.
Oh, you're rolling for some healing?
Yeah, on him.
Okay. Yeah, his eye, the swelling goes down in his eye. He's able to kind of open it. The wounds on his face seal up. He's still got some blood on him, but he's too much red. He says, "Thank you. I thought, as I said, I thought I was a goner. Are you friend or foe?"
So we heard in 10 towns that you might have seen what you thought was a dragon on the wing.
I did. It was a mighty white one. It was hiding beneath the snow. Jumped out.
There's no such thing as a mighty white dragon. They're all cowards and fools.
Mordok's got opinions.
Well, they are the weakest.
Oh, man.
It was hiding in the snow. Whereabouts?
To the north. If you take me back to Bryn Shander, I can show you if you like.
Deal. You wouldn't have happened to have a dragon scale, would you?
I don't, but, well, I do not. But if you're looking for that kind of thing, perhaps you might try up to the north. There's a village of Goliaths. I sometimes do some trading with them. They sometimes buy some of my furs or trade for some of their supplies, which are popular in 10 towns. I have an agreement with them. But
So before we leave, is there anything that these orcs have that is yours?
we can try and find my supplies. I have a pack, and that's about it. I was just returning. They may have taken my gold as well.
We'll loot the orcs' camp.
Okay. You find his supplies. You find, I don't know, let's roll some dice. A whole orc camp. You find 129 gold pieces. No magical items or anything.
Spear magic helmet.
Spear and magic helmet. So it's like
Oh, you said it. We found the spear and magic helmet. Excellent. Let's go.
No. So do you want to go back to 10 towns with him, or just can you send an owl back, or does it have to stay within range?
I think we should go and take a nap. We can go see these things. Maybe we can convince him to take us to his buddies and everything in the morning with some ale in our stomach.
I think he's going to want to recover too. And yeah, there's no need for
we're not technically in a rush.
That's true. Has to be a snowy owl. Yeah, they're all snowy owls. I've decided that just now. Snowy owls. So we're gonna fly back to Bryn Shander.
Yeah, on our owl pals.
Sounds good. This town. I swear, it looks like someone broke into my cabin while I was gone.
God, it's terrible.
Deception. Where's Patches? Oh my gosh! Do you have a...
That's terrible.
What did you say?
He said, "Yeah, it's just Patrick said, "Yeah, that's just terrible," and then you said deception and rolls a 24.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is pretty terrible. Just deception.
I can sit here and try to fix it while you talk and rest.
Oh, thank you. And he kind of like holds his ribs and whatnot as well. I'm gonna make a
Who
Clerks
would
reference.
do such a thing?
Yeah, bunch of savages in this town. Mordoc's casting mending on it too. As you're like putting it back in there. There's like some, go ahead.
Just an average, I take the handle and I carve some decorations into it, and while
Add some filigree.
yeah, add some pizzazz to the handle.
It literally just says
More-
Zed was here.
Yeah, exactly.
But to Zed, it's just a masterpiece.
Exactly.
Of course, he's writing it in Draconic, so no one can understand it but us.
Exactly.
I'll prestidigitation on the door to clean it up spotless. It's actually cleaner than the entire place.
Oh, thank you. I normally go to the Lonely Wood to trade, and then from there, from there I go even further out of there to meet with some of my Goliath friends that have a small encampment nearby.
Do you know talk?
I have never heard that name before.
Okay.
Shane.
Chang. I have pen pals.
Nice.
What clan are these Goliaths from? We obviously know Baelor's clan.
It's they are from whatever Baelor's clan is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, the people of the Baelor's clan. And
Clan of Lore and Bale.
Yeah. And so he's just like, yeah, in the morning we can resupply and take you to them. And I think we may end up a little early tonight because you all annihilated that fight so fast. I think here is where. So what we will do is in the morning. I'm gonna do. So after what was that?
In the morning, he's making waffles.
Yeah, he makes waffles. They're great. Peanut butter, whipped cream, jelly, whatever you want on your waffle. And he tells you about the Goliaths that he trades with. Like I said, he gets some unique like little curios and like knickknacks and things that the Goliaths make, and sometimes they'll bring him things like dragon scales or something like that, but it's usually exceedingly rare. And he will tell you where they are, but he says he wants to rest, and the way to and we'll leave this for next time. The way to signal them, you reconvene with the rest of the party, give them the information, and let them know that you'll be traveling north, and then all of you agree to travel north where there are no trees, so you're gonna have to trek out on your own. And you set off into the after supplying, getting all the supplies you need. You set off into the frozen north, searching for this traveling clan of Goliaths. And that, I think, is a good place for us to end it for tonight. Like I said, wow, I'm just gonna have to take the. Last time, I feel like I took the encounter button and I went way too far. This time, I dialed it back. I dialed it back too far a little bit. But there were only 3 of you. But man, you all crushed it. Just annihilated that encounter. Like, it wasn't even close. It's good stuff.
There's really only 2 of them. I really didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to talk to this kid and let Zed and Patrick go do their thing, and I'm just gonna be sitting there, like, yeah, we're super overconfident because we're
So
big
powerful.
bad guys because we killed
We-
Tiamat, so
we
these
threw
are
her
just
back into-
sparks.
Yeah, we threw her back into averages. Come on now.
Yep. 3 plus, 3 plus an entire parliament is what Arpulus says. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and I mean, like, I feel like as an enemy, like, if I were, especially an orc, they have pretty low intelligence. Like, if I were an orc who's who is just kind of very combat focused, I would probably my first play would probably be to attack an owl because it's bigger, right? Before I would even think to attack, like a spellcaster or something like that. Unless I saw the caster like flame strike my entire tribe, in which case I'd be like, that guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
The dragon hide belt is a wonderful monk weapon if you are, or monk magic item if you are looking to try to boost up your monk just a little bit, because my save is only a 15, but the belt makes it an 18, which makes a huge difference on those kinds of attacks.
Because monks aren't broken or anything.
Because monks aren't already broken. And we're late enough in the campaign that my martial die is now a D8, so we're doing lots of damage off that breath weapon. And
yeah.
I know I said it was the last one. That was the last free one. If I want to keep doing them before a long rest, it only costs 2 key points.
Yeah.
And you have buku key points.
I have 14 of them.
Yeah.
And then thanks to the dragon hide belt, I can roll a D8 and get a recharge once per day.
How many levels of fighter do you have? Is it 2?
Only 1.
I was gonna say, have you thought about going into Gloomstalker Ranger? So your first round of combat, you get 3 attacks
No.
on your attack action.
Which is going to be a monk.
I made a Horizon Walker Ranger, and they're cool. I like them. I like I built it wrong, but I built it for me and I built it for the story, not for like power. But I feel like if I was gonna make it for power level, I would make a sword and board ranger, which you don't see a lot, because usually your rangers don't have shields, but like you could easily make a ranger that had a 16-18 armor class at level 1. 16 probably. 16. You'd have leather armor plus 3 dex and a shield somewhere in there. And then also, so what they get to do is they get to use their bonus action to add a d8 and turn their attack into force damage, which is huge. So if you've got a longsword, you're doing 2d8 plus if you've got strength as your stat. If you put plus 3 in there, you got 2d8 plus 3, like first level. It's pretty strong. I think it's second level when you get that ability. But anyway, or no, I think it's third level when you choose the archetype for Horizon Walker Ranger. But yeah, it was neat. It's not as powerful as Gloomstalker. I think Gloomstalker is just objectively I'm not going to say best, objectively the strongest of the Rangers.
We don't know. Drake Warden is pretty gnarly. I guess it will depend on where the bulk of your campaign is going to be at level-wise.
Yeah.
Because the Infused Strike, the ability to fly, like playing How to Train Your Dragon later on in the campaign, really, really strong.
Yeah, and the fact that you also get
sure.
a dragon, like the as you said, you can fly, you get to ride the dragon.
Yeah. So,
All right, I'm gonna make an argument for Zed to go Drake Warden right now. The goal is to get Valdis back. You want you and Valdis to be the best dragon combo team of all time. Tell me I'm wrong.
I got plan. You're wrong. I got plans. I got plans for little dude. But it's been really interesting. Taking that level of fighter back when I did was very advantageous. It gave Zed a little bit more punch. It turned the D6s into D8s. Now it's I'm basically a level 14 monk and you all are level 15. I've kind of I've now matched what I was getting before
Yeah.
from the only bonus is I guess second wind. But
So
I didn't
you're
take
2
any
levels
damage.
of fighter or 1 level?
Nope, just the one. I'm not. And with the way that we're working on the storyline, I'm not going to take that second level of fighter. I'm going to stay in
monk.
stay in my lane.
Gotcha. Did you
Yep.
did you pick up the unarmored fighting so you could chuck some broadswords?
I picked up the. What did I pick up? Yes, I did pick up unarmed fighting.
So you can just throw broadswords at people? Heck yeah.
That was basically. But now as a monk, now that I'm a high enough level of monk, my martial die is a D8, so it's the same. It's the same effect.
Awesome. Alrighty.
So.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying being able to kind of put my hand on the dial of the difficulty and being able to like ramp stuff up and like turn stuff back down. The nice thing is like all the players are pretty well veterans, and so like building encounters that are challenging. Like the last time I felt like those encounters were pretty challenging. Like there was a lot of things going on, and eventually you were able to mop the floor with it. But you know, this one was pretty easy. Like there's a fair amount of guys, and they do a decent amount of damage if they can hit. But you all are so high level that it's easy for you to just take out the orc mop and just like swiffer them out of existence. So I like the fact that we also added a command, a tree. You say, it's good stuff. Does anyone have anything else before we do our sign off? What was that?
I said I got nothing.
All right.
Have a good hiatus, everyone.
Yep.
A little break.
That is very important. We announced this at the beginning of our stream, but I'll go ahead and announce it one more time. So we will be on hiatus for 4 weeks. It's convention season, and we're busy, and I want to be able to also spend some time prepping for this to make sure that I build the encounters and balance them and those kinds of things. Because I'm a little rusty on homebrew, so I'm trying to get myself back into that. But June 15th, 22nd, 29th, and July 6th, we are going to be off, and then we will restart beginning July 13th will be our epilogue session 3, where we will begin tracking down the dragon. My goal is to kind of have like trying to track down the dragon session, trying to track down the dragon session, dragon fight is kind of the rubric that I'm going to kind of be building, and there will be 5 of them, and then at some point a twist, and then an epic conclusion is kind of what I am hoping for. So with that, we'll go ahead and do our sign off. So thank you so much for playing and for watching. Here at Open Heart Games. If you like the content that we make and the things that we do here, you can help us out in several different ways. You can like and follow us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, on our YouTube channel, when you can also hit that notification for new videos when they come out, and also subscribe to that. You can also subscribe and follow us right here on Twitch as well. And if you have an Amazon Prime sub, you can actually you can subscribe for free. You have one free that you can give away, or if you just like what we do, you can also subscribe, and that really helps us out as well. Also, one of our big missions is right here. We're trying to raise $5,000 in 2023 as our most aggressive goal ever. If you would like to support that directly, you can go right here to this link, which is extra-life.org/team/open-heart-games. And you can donate directly to that. We do not touch a dime of the money that goes to Extra Life. It goes directly to our local children's hospital, which is Roanoke Carillion Children's, right here in our hometown of Roanoke. So, with that, have a great night. Thank you all so much for your support. Have a great time off, and we'll see you back soon. Take heart.